Our next guest played with Tom Brady in college, I think. Yes. Played with Ben Roethlisberger, won 2 Super Bowls with him. And his coach, Tom Brady, down in Tampa Bay. He is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He is the pride of Detroit, Michigan. He is former Steelers linebacker Larry Foote. What up, Larry?
What's up, Pony? What's going on?
You like that introduction, Larry? Was that good?
Yeah, but you failed to mention that me and you were partners at one time.
Very good point. I thought that would take away from all the success you had with Ben and Brady, but if you want to lump me in with those 2 all-time greats, that's an honor.
Hey, Larry,
Larry,
he did a lot of butt-kissing about how Ben's association with him on the show helped his career. I didn't hear one syllable from him about how his association with you helped his career.
That's because it didn't. Larry made me talk about embarrassing things like the time I waxed my ass.
So embarrassing that you brought them up with me without any prompting.
I had a feeling that was going to be mentioned on the show today with us.
And it only took 60 seconds. All right, Larry, take us back in time, the Larry Foote time machine. You're a young pup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. In 2004, they take Ben Roethlisberger in the first round, and number 7 walks into that locker room. What was going through Larry Foote's head at the time?
Who is this guy? Hopefully he doesn't have to play this year. We had Super Bowl aspirations before he came. I think we had a bad year. Maddox had a lot of injuries that year.
Yep.
We just had a sucky year that year. And we still had hope in Maddox, and hopefully this guy can learn from him. But we definitely didn't want to have him to play his rookie year. And we were so wrong, of course.
Larry, how long did it take for him to actually start winning you guys over that year?
Good question.
We all know the infamous Alan Faneca quote about why would I be excited, but how many games did he have to win before you guys started going, okay, something's working here?
I know we went 15-1 probably after 3 or 4 games. We just seen the warrior spirit he had. I mean, he definitely embodied that Steeler Nation mindset. Just how tough he was in the pocket, and I knew that. I just remember that year we couldn't lose even if we tried to give the game away, if that makes sense.
It does.
And he was just, on third down, he was making stuff happen. And I always tell people, when you watch Patrick Mahomes, a young Ben Roethlisberger, that's how he used to look. I don't think Ben took off. He scrambled to throw the ball, of course. But the way he can have that vision in the pocket and get away, pick around, he was a little stronger than Patrick Mahomes, but he reminded me of a young Patrick Mahomes as far as make 3 guys miss and throw.
Larry Foote, our guest here, Steelers Super Bowl champion, former Ben Roethlisberger teammate, coach with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Larry, what are some words that come to mind when you think of Ben's playing style? When you look back on the way he played the game and went about his business, what pops into Larry Foote's head when he thinks about that?
Well, I think he was a linebacker playing quarterback. He was a linebacker. He came in not as Terry Bradshaw. He came in as Jack Lambert, just playing a different position.
I like that.
But he was the ultimate competitive. Guys, and you guys been in the locker room. I mean, the trips to Dave and Buster's, one thing that stands out, he was good at everything, from basketball to a real rim or shooting in the trash can, ping pong, pool, shuffleboard, whatever. He was a competitive, just a great athlete. Even softball, even though I did beat him in the home run derby in softball. But
wow,
this competition.
There's a humble brag right there.
Was there a little bit of salt from him after you took him out? A little bit of competitive salt?
Yeah, but probably when I see him within 60 seconds, I always mention that to him too. But
wow, you were using that old Cecil Fielder batting stance on him, Larry.
A little bit. How you know about Cecil Fielder? There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I do my homework on our interviews, Larry.
More Rob Deere. You know, I'm striking out or hitting a home run. If you remember Rob Deere.
I like that. I like that one. Larry, I know that, like, we always talk about how you guys of that era, that Steelers era, there was no love lost with you and your biggest rivals, but I'm sure you talked to other defensive players that you'd go against. You commiserate after the game or during the offseason. Right. Did those guys ever just, like, were they bitching and moaning about how hard it was to tackle him? Was that that trait of his truly as legendary as we've always heard?
Absolutely. Definitely when we played the Ravens, he was the difference maker. You know, teams were built just alike, hard-nosed. You know it wasn't going to be a lot of scoring, but he was always the difference maker. When we started grabbing hold of that rivalry, it was because of Ben. And those guys knew it. I remember Bart Scott, you know, would complain. We almost had you guys, but he spun out of a guy's tackle and got the first down.
Yep.
So during our time there, he was the difference maker, and normally whoever won that game or that series went to the playoffs or won the division.
Yeah. Bart Scott said a lot of things. Last month he said Ben had a very punchable face, and then he said a couple of weeks ago that Josh Allen should take some Viagra before a game. Now, Larry, was that something you ever did? Would you take some blue pills to get circulation going on game day?
If I knew that worked or anybody would have told me playing in Heinz Field in late January, I would have definitely did it because them toes and feet, when they go numb, forget about it.
It sounds like Bart Scott really was onto something here.
He was a trendsetter.
He's getting made fun of by some people.
He was a trailblazer for that.
I thought the surgical gloves under the gloves kept your hands warm. That's what I was always led to believe.
Hey, Larry, how about in playoff games? I mean, do you agree with the idea? You've been around Brady now. Are certain guys wired at the quarterback position for big games? Composure, poise. You believe that? Did Ben have that quality in your opinion?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You seen that his rookie year. And he led us to the playoffs. Those guys had that it factor. When you're a Hall of Famer, you know you got to have that it factor. Probably the biggest moment was down here in Tampa when we won the Super Bowl versus the Cardinals. I mean, that legendary defense, we were on the sideline hoping and praying on one knee, holding hands, and being delivered for us.
Now, did you go up and kiss him after the game or anything, Larry? Did you give him a hug or anything? Did it get man crush?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And all the complaining, you know, as defensive players, we swore that day we would never say anything negative about Ben in the offense or complain because he saved the day for us. And what's remarkable, people don't remember about that game, we didn't do nothing the whole second half, probably after the first quarter.
Yep.
So it was dire need. And I remember at the first play, we got a penalty, we was backed up. And you just seen 3 quarters of dominance by the Cardinals defense, and Ben put that cape on and carried us to victory.
Larry, we know he would throw the ball like in the tunnel at every stadium. He had a weird little spot where he'd warm up. We heard a story about him not giving his first agent, Lee Steinberg, tickets to the AFC title game because they lost his rookie. You guys lost his rookie year. Any other Ben pregame superstitions that Larry Foote can shed light on? Was he a guy who would eat the same thing before every game? Anything like that?
I don't know. I remember he was the first non-coach. He went around and shook everybody's hands. I don't see a lot of quarterbacks do it. Probably I never see another player go around to each individual. Everybody's out there that was dressed on the field, and he shook everybody's hands. And I thought that was unique about Ben.
And I like that Brady acknowledged it's okay for a quarterback to eat cake, Larry. Not every guy has to go with avocado ice cream and no coffee and no tomatoes or strawberries. Not every guy needs a super stringent diet. Now, has Brady worn off on you? Are you now eating those things, strictly avocado ice cream and only green vegetables? Is that worn off on you?
No, I'm too old to pick up new habits.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
if they're good or bad, I'm too old to learn anything new.
Larry, does he really actually do all those things? Like, come on, he slips up and you catch him like drinking a cup of black coffee, right? I mean,
he's on Subway. He's on Subway.
I don't know. I know he's always body shaming people, And not body shaming, but if he catch you, anybody eating something with sugar in it or popcorn, I see him taking jabs at people, and he's always walking around that big old water jug with TB12 on it.
Damn. All right, Larry. Hey, it's so good to catch up with you. When you retire from coaching, which is probably like 20 years from now, hopefully I'm still in the radio business, and we can replace Mueller, and you can be on the show with me. How's that sound?
That's the deal. I'm quite sure the ratings are going to go through the roof, so I look forward to that. I'm good playing, Chris. I'm good playing.
Well, see you, Larry. You're the best.
You guys have a good one.
There you go, Larry Foote.
I don't know.